roll up! Come one, come all, and revel in the death-defying wonder that is... Bantin and Burling's Carnival of Stuff!
Bantin and Burling. They drive faster than the Stig.
Hello! And welcome back again to Carnival of Stuff. With me, Paul Burling.
And me, Paul Bantin. Hello.
With two Pauls again.
In a pod.
Ha, ha.
We're back. We've recovered from the epic that was Classic Cartoons Part 1 and 2.
Thank goodness that's all, folks.
It was almost 3.
Yeah, it was nearly 3, but we hope you enjoyed them. We did enjoy doing it as well because it's, like I said, a lot of reminiscing there. We've had lots of nice reactions as well. So,
lots
stick
of
with
nice
us,
feedback.
folks. We will carry on talking more stuff, of course.
Stuff. Talking of going back and looking at stuff, I've got a bone to pick with you.
Which bone's that?
It's a bone related to episode 2.
Oh, God.
Pet hates.
Oh.
No, it's not because you went off on a massive rant about the whole world.
It's true. I've still got more if you want some.
Make that a 3-parter.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
You spoke very eloquently about supermarkets. I had my rant about supermarkets, which I can I'm delighted to tell you.
Yeah.
I have solved the problem of my outrage for supermarkets.
Have you?
Yep.
What, you don't go, you send
Deliveroo. Deliveroo.
Okay.
I don't have staff like you do. I have
it just depends what mood I'm in, really.
Yeah. No, you spoke very eloquently about your selection of steaks when you go to the supermarket. Rump for you, fillet for Mrs. B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody actually commented about that.
No. Oh, did they?
Yeah. She said she loves when I said I do love a bit of rump.
I told you I'm going to use that against you one day.
You're so childish. You know who you are.
Funny though. But no, after you said that, I really fancied a bit of steak.
But you're a vegetarian. You're a vegetarian.
You're sitting very far away.
I know, it's because I'm having a little drinky poo. It's not
Drinky poo.
alcoholic, but
No,
I'm on my protein shakes.
Protein
mate.
shakes, yeah.
Yeah, healthy option.
I'm on the Jaeger, but that's just how we differ. No, no, you're right. I don't indulge in the carnivorness like you do. I am a pescatarian, which as I had
Just the way you walk.
as I had to point out to somebody earlier this year who was eavesdropping a conversation. We were talking about food and dietary stuff. I said, I'm pescatarian, which means I don't eat meat, but I do eat fish.
But fish is good.
Yeah,
I love a bit of fish.
pescatarian. Their response to the conversation was, I don't really understand religion. That's Presbyterian, not pescatarian. Just to clear it up. Anyway, so don't eat meat.
I'm pleased that we've cleared that up.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody who's listening would potentially get that wrong as well.
Well, they did. And yeah, it was a moment. Anyway, you put me in mind of steak.
Yeah. And
Plant-based food is so good now that when going around the supermarket, one of those rare calm moments when I was quite zen, in the plant-based section, plant-based steaks. They're like a big old bit of rump in packet, but it's all plant-based. It's all soya and flavourings and stuff.
was it tofu?
Sort of. Yeah, I didn't look too closely what it was, but it wasn't meaty, so it's fine. So I bought that.
But the idea is it is to be meaty.
It's to give you the experience of a steak without the cow.
Steak?
Yeah, without the cow being involved. So I bought one. They weren't cheap, but I bought one and some skin on fries, onion rings, because I thought it might be a bit. There's a story attached to this, right? And
Obviously, I'm waiting with bated
I
breath.
blame you entirely, right? Because I didn't want it to be too dry.
They want a little bit of moisture in it.
Bit of moisture. And
to-
apologies to all those people who hate the word moist. We've now said it 4 times. There's a lot of them about, you know. I looked around for something to go with it. And I bought a pot of steak Diane sauce. Because apparently I was going to a dinner party in 1985, right?
Nothing wrong with a bit of a steak, Diane.
No, that's what I thought. So I've got my plant-based steak, I've got my chips, my onion rings. Your classic.
Standard.
Your classic Bernie.
Did you have a baked tomato?
I did have mushrooms, though. Sautéed mushrooms.
Oh, can't go wrong with some sort. Bit of garlic in there as well?
A little bit. I'm not a big garlic fan, but I had a little bit. So anyway.
Do you actually eat anything?
Unfortunately, yeah. So the reason why I blame you for this, I got home, right?
Thanks.
So
I play for everything around here.
onion rings in the air fryer, chips in the air fryer, mushrooms are doing on the pan, a bit of butter.
Yeah, a little bit of garlic. No,
A little bit of garlic. Yeah.
What
But
sort
the
of-
puree stuff, I can't be bothered to grate it and stuff. Just
that's the way forward.
yeah. Seared the steak, did it all properly, made it all nice. Little bit concerned that when I opened the packet, there was the red juice in there, which comes in a real steak, because I don't think it's blood, but it's it's meat juices, but that had been artificially put in there, right? It gets worse. Right, so I'm cooking it all up. I've timed it all so the air fryer pings at the right time, and the steak's seared on the edges and the griddle mark, the whole thing. Put the steak Diane sauce in the microwave because that was the thing. Took the lid off. Right, microwaved it. Appropriate time came out. All finished at the right time. Plated it all up. Dumped the Diane sauce on top of it. Got a little bit on my finger. Licked it off. I thought, that's revolting. But now my dinner's completely covered in it.
What do you do?
Well, this was it. So I had that dilemma with myself, right? I've got this beautifully plated up Bernie meal from the 1980s.
And Lockie's looking at you going, what is he doing?
Well, this is the point, right? So I've got my dinner.
Lockie's his dog, by the way. Just in case.
Yeah, Loki
Loki.
Loki the beagle, right? He's because it's food, so he's milling about.
Yeah.
He's had his dinner. Didn't share that with me.
Selfish.
Yeah, rude. Well, I've now smothered it in this not brilliant sauce. I'm going to have to commit and just power through and eat it, right?
Right.
Less excited now by my steak dinner. Turned round to turn to the table to eat it. Aforementioned dog is right behind me. He trips me up. Whole lot goes on the floor. Absolute kicker. He wouldn't touch the steak. Sniffed it, walked away. This is a beagle. Beagles eat table legs.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. One sniff of this pretend steak, wasn't interested, walked away.
Didn't even like the sauce.
Didn't go anywhere near it. Had a couple of chips. Yeah, had a couple of chips.
Standard.
And from that point on, I thought plant-based steak isn't for me. So I went,
In a way, that's quite a sad story.
it upset me.
Hello.
Play our tune underneath.
Yes, the one, yeah.
So So it
Well,
was back
I'm sorry to hear that. So you're not even tempted now to go for a plant-based steak, which is, to me, like having non-alcoholic lager,
which is a thing.
which is
Not a great
pointless.
thing. Yeah. If you're driving, it's great. But then, how badly do you need the taste of beer that you'll have?
Exactly, and
Yeah.
I've never understood that.
No.
I really haven't. I don't get it because you might as well just have
Coke.
a Coke
Other soft drinks are available.
or lemonade.
Yeah.
I feel sorry. So you're really not prepared to give it another go then?
I'd probably give it another go without the
The drama.
sauce and the drama.
Do you think he was because of the sauce situation? That the that put you off the whole meal anyway, and wasn't concentrating because you're thinking, oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've ruined
And
this now.
Ruined this. Well, and it's more flippantly like turning around, and normally you're focused on the food, and you're like, oh, put it on the table, do you know what I mean? And maybe because you're thinking the sauce wasn't up to your standard or your taste, maybe standard. Sounding like me now, and that you wasn't concentrating on Loki.
Yeah,
and probably because you're inside, you were crying.
Just sobbing on the outside, weeping in the kitchen, gently at my wasted hour of shopping.
And the
cooking.
moral of the story is,
Just stick to radishes and a lettuce leaf. That's
yeah, and maybe a little bit of fish and a fish finger.
yeah. Fish finger sandwich can't go wrong.
Oh, yeah, fish finger sandwich.
Yeah.
Good, but good fish fingers,
Big chunky ones.
and it has to be on white bread.
White bread. The more
Cheapiest
monosodium
and
glutamate
horriblest.
and germs better.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
I just thought I'd let you into that.
oh, thank you, mate. Yeah, I was just, I was feeling a little bit sorry for you there, a little bit. But mate,
I'll go over it.
But then, as we mentioned in the previous, that we went on holiday to the Canary Islands, to Tenerife, and we found this restaurant, and it was fantastic. Steak, and this is like, with all due respect to any pescatarians, whatever you
Pescatarians,
are. That's the one.
And also Presbyterians, but that's not a dietary thing.
So what if pescatarians?
Didn't eat meat but did eat fish.
Fish, yeah.
So they would be a Presbyterian pescatarian.
God.
And if they were a villain on Scooby-Doo, they'd be a pesky Presbyterian pescatarian. If they had a budgie, they'd be a pesky pescatarian Presbyterian with a pet. Anyway, what? Tenerife.
So we found this restaurant, and I think I mentioned it before, and that we didn't have like a bad meal out there at all. It was all very good. We found some really nice restaurants out there, but this particular one, we had steak one night, and being a lover of steak, okay, that's my choice. This steak we had at this particular restaurant was like stunning. Do you know what I mean? So much so that we went there, then we had 2 more nights, and then you always go like the last night we go back to our favourite restaurant.
Yeah.
We went back there, and it was like 2 nights later. That's how good it was. A little bit pricey, but worth it. It was just. Oof. Oh.
Behold the tremendous, the terrifying Tangent Tiger. Good boy.
So slightly off at a tangent, but kind of in line with what you said. When I was a young man, just before we left sixth form, we decided to have a lads' holiday. Lads. Oi, 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 oi. And when it would be far. Right, yeah. 5 more people who don't belong in Ibiza you're never likely to meet.
Right, okay.
Yeah, stayed in San Antonio, stayed in the 1830 type hotel. And there's people rolling in at 5 a.m, absolutely annihilating, steaming, fights on the beach and all the rest of it. The 5 of us rented mopeds and went to Ibiza Old Town and ate in the same paella restaurant every night.
Fabulous.
Didn't go near as a club. I think we went to Cream for an hour, and it was like loud.
That sounds like my worst nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know why we did it.
Well, you had to experience to find out, because I've actually gigged out in Ibiza, but not in the part of it. I went and did a gig at a couple of times out there for a well-known brand, and I go out, they fly me out, do a gig, come back,
Job done.
and you're out there for like a couple of days, and just do like a half-hour spot, comedy club type situ. And where I was staying, this obviously wasn't near the ooft part of it. It was beautiful, absolutely stunning. And then, but the best thing is when you come back to the airport, there's me and another guy who, was the other comic and stuff like that, and you just see all these youths like literally hanging. Literally like hanging over tables, like I'll travel home, or whatever. It's like, oh, really? I don't know. Maybe I see, because that sort of nightclubby, oofed in is not hasn't ever been my thing.
No, nor mine.
I don't know. Maybe we're just
passed
boring.
us by. Maybe we do other things.
Each to their own. Each to their own. No.
Yeah, on the last day of that holiday, so we hadn't done the Ibiza thing at all. And we said the last day, right, let's do something really fun, because we've kind of chilled, we've hung out, we've been in the pool and stuff and explored a bit. And so we were sixth form, so we're what, 17, 18?
Yeah.
And
Any prime?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And so let's go on the banana boat. We haven't done that. Let's go on a banana boat. Yeah. So go down the old harbour side, and the bloke's there and paid the tickets and stuff, put the life jackets on. And as he said in his remarkably good English, for a native of the Ibiza island, what he said to us was, be careful, the steps down into the water are slippery. He got as far as, be careful, the steps are, before our mate James Tully, if you're listening, slipped, opened his head up, and we spent the rest of our last day in Spanish A&E. Yay! So, yeah, didn't do that again.
Slip.
Lads' holidays.
I can't think. I've been on a lads' holiday as more of a couple of stags.
Yeah, stags are different.
Yeah. Magaluf.
Do you know what I like about Magaluf?
The flight home.
Yes. So you've got Magaluf and you've got Palma Nova right next to it. Mm-hmm. You ever seen those videos of people online in the States when they're like on the state lines And they go, I'm in Arkansas, I'm in Tennessee. I don't know, those two states are next to each other, but they jump across the line. And go, yeah. You can do that there. You can go, I'm in Magaluf. And then literally cross the road in Palm over, and it's all, lovely retired couples having a lovely time sunbathing and buying trinkets in shops. You just walk down one road, it's like a different world.
It's like going for some sort of like time wormhole type
Time
thing.
wormhole, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I didn't know that time thing. I was
machine?
thinking time machine, but
Okay.
as in, I know what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did too, listener.
Well,
And
did
the other one was my mate Stag out in Mallorca, but he used to live out there, and his sister's got a really nice restaurant and stuff like that. And it wasn't too heavy. That was nice. Just going around to pubs and bars, and as one does, karaoke to finish it off. Nothing too heavy. Do you know what I mean? But it was good.
Best stag do I ever went on. Two friends of mine were getting married in Tenerife, strangely. And due to their previous work connections, they were getting married on what was believed to be the Isle of Fernando. You know, from Take Me Out, the dating show? They sent them to the
Nor
Isle
liking nor lighty.
Yeah, sent them to the Isle of Fernando.
To Fernando.
So they used to work in the hotels that were attached to what was known to be Fernando. It wasn't, but they got married there. So a bunch of us went out for 4 or 5 days.
Right.
And hung out by the pool and went to water parks and stuff and all the rest of it. But the groom was and is teetotal. So when we all split off, the girls and the boys go and do our respective hen and stag nights, we all went teetotal too. And we had the best night.
Because you could remember it?
We just enjoyed ourselves. Went to Hard Rock, we went to some comedy clubs, we went to a karaoke bar, came back at 1, 2 in the morning, felt absolutely fantastic. Woke up the following day, straight in the pool, free mojito by the pool, loving it. No hangovers.
Fair play.
No one got silly. It was great. Had a great time.
Going back to the Magaluf one, you'd like this. We had to, on one of the nights, we all had to dress up as superheroes. Which you would have loved.
You went as Banana Man, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, Wonder Woman?
No.
Hong Kong Phooey?
Number 1 super guy. No, I was Spider-Man.
Oh.
But after a few drinks, I thought I was.
Still like Kenny Everett sketch. You
Yeah.
climb up the wall and can't go for a week. You can't get your suit off.
It was a bit like that. I don't remember it too much, but I remember throwing myself against the wall thinking, oh, see, it can't be all right. I'm Spider-Man.
I can climb things.
I was like, I was sort of like the shortest Spider-Man.
Spider Boy.
Spider-Boy. There's an idea for a film, actually. Spider-Boy, not Spider-Man. And
mean, technically,
and
Spider-Man is a
I was
boy.
quite portly as well then, as well. So,
right.
so everything's a bit clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then decided that when we got back to the apartment at whatever time we were, we were all a little bit wrecked. And we was up like quite high in the apartments and stuff like that. And someone had copped off. Is that the right terminology?
Had made a special friend.
And made a holiday friend. And
Done the horizontal mambo.
and because I thought I was Spider-Man at this point, you know, sadly, sometimes you hear people falling from balconies on holiday, especially like Tenerife or Magaluf or whatever.
And it's not great. And
don't do that.
No, don't do that.
It's just basically, I climbed across to the next. Someone said, "Oh, so and so's pool, whatever." And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I'll get over there. You can't see what I'm doing, obviously, but I thought I could do it, and I did.
Yeah. So somewhere out there, there's either a couple who met in Magaluf, or they've both independently got memories of a beautiful night of passion with
I think they would
Spider-Man.
have been that far.
Spider-Man looking through the window.
Going, all right.
You let us in, I can't climb back.
Hello, I'm Spider-Man, and I'm a bit stuck.
Oh, look, he's web slinging as well. Anyway, right.
I think the only problem with being Spider-Man, you can never get out of the bath.
That's true.
Unless somebody comes with a big glass. Skips you out. Climbing wall was not a problem. Going from balcony to balcony, completely wrecked.
Yeah, swinging
Trying
through.
to see somebody having a bit of HR, horizontal refreshment. I'm like, going, hello, I'm Spider-Man.
I'm off the telly.
I wasn't then, that's pre-telly.
Oh.
They couldn't tell I had a mask on anyway.
Oh, fair enough. So you could do it now if you wanted. This is going
Hello,
down the
yes, I
weird
am Morgan
place.
Freeman. Yes, I'm Morgan Freeman, and I am a drunk Spider-Man.
The problem is, they wouldn't be the first people to come back from Magaluf going, yeah, so one night, right, Harry Hill was dressed as Spider-Man doing the voice of Morgan Freeman on the balcony.
What the chances?
I'm not drinking Jaeger again. Oh, it's very silly. And do you know what? Absolutely nothing to do with this week's topic.
Not at all.
No.
But there we go.
There we go.
We've just got a half hour. There we go.
Steak
We've
and
got 10 minutes to do what we're going to talk about.
What are we talking about? I'll tell you what we're talking about.
Now entering the center ring, it's the stuff everybody's talking about. In the spotlight this episode, cars.
So yeah, cars. Well, that's an interesting one for me because I'm not a petrol head at all. But I was very fortunate when I was a youth. After I passed my test in 1986.
Wow.
That's a long time ago, isn't it? 1986, I passed my driving test, and I was very fortunate. My dear dad, bless him, was a real proper old school mechanic. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? He could change an engine in a car in a day, sort of thing. Obviously, that's not quite Formula One standard.
Yeah, they do it a bit quicker.
They do it a
There's
little
more
bit
of them
quicker.
as well.
Yeah, and it was just my dad and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I was like the worst assistant mechanic in the world. And my dad, bless him, he used to get so angry because he was really old school. He could hear something in the car. Oh, that needs doing. I think we might have touched this before. But anyway, if not, we didn't. But he could go, oh, yeah, you need a new fan belt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why not? It's a thing. That's a thing.
It's a fan belt, yeah. And I ain't got a clue. Oh, it's just making a bit. Dad, car's making a bit of a noise. Turn it on. Yeah. Yeah. You need a new something.
Yeah. Carburettor.
Your carburetor needs cleaning.
Alternator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Inlet manifold. I don't know if that's a thing.
it might be.
Sounds like it should be.
So it was brilliant and saved me a fortune.
Yeah.
But my so we're going to go first of all first car. Your very first car.
Could do first cars, yeah.
First cars. So my first car, and so this is 1986, right?
Mm-hmm.
So most of my mates who passed their car were driving around in Ford Fiesta SRIs and Escorts, souped up Escorts.
Novas.
Yes,
Vauxhall Nova.
Vauxhall Nova.
With the sticker on the back that said Novadose.
Maybe where you came from.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's Watford. So you are from where I come from.
yeah, not
So
a million miles away.
and with the big speakers,
Oh, yeah.
which are more powerful than the engine.
Yeah, playing Rick Astley. 'Cause
Right, and that's from the outside, not the inside. It'd be much clearer. And so I go, oh, well done, pass your test. Second time, hasten to add. First time didn't go very well.
no, mine neither.
Neither.
Neither
It's called a
neither.
halving half. And so his dad said, "Oh, I'll sort your car out." Okay. And he, so this car was even really old, even in 1986.
Right.
When I mention it, people go, "I don't know what the hell you're on about," right? So you're going to have to probably Google this, or
Model T Ford, was it?
no,
Quite loud.
it was an Austin 1300.
I remember that. I mean, nobody else will, but I remember the Austin.
The old Austin, and they were quite really old looking
Yeah.
cars. But he'd dropped an engine in it, right? Put an engine in it from an Austin Allegro or something like that. Do you know what I mean? What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, kind of fits.
It went.
Yeah.
The only thing about it, the petrol gauge didn't work.
Oh, guessed in it.
It was like, I didn't care. I just got in it and drove, and then
If you ran
a
out.
couple of times I had to push it to a petrol station or service station. But yes, so that was sort of my first car. It's a blue one as well. It had leather seats, but it was. Do you know, my mates are going around, burning, yeah. Because we didn't have much back in the day, me and my family, you know, council house people, you know, a lot of people that were like that, don't judge me. And so I had that for a little while. But I'm going to go into my second car because that was better. Okay. I had a proper Mini.
Oh, nice.
Little blue Mini. Loved that little Mini.
Before they went BMW, so
Proper Leyland.
British Leyland
Mini.
Italian job.
Yeah, there's a blue one as well. Oh. And a very quick story.
Yeah, go for it.
This is a story that, you know, you've met my friend Mark, Big Mark, and he's 6'2", 3. He's shrunk a bit since then, 6'2", and she'll appreciate. I met him on the Oddity Parks, 1988. I had my little blue Mini. We were tottering off. I went tottering off to Great Yarmouth and to work in the kitchens at Pontins. Met Mark. I'm like 5'6" on a good day, and he's like 6'3", big, but you know, tall. And we used to trundle around in this Mini. This particular day, I was working was barman. Yeah. So I was working one bar, and he'd work in the other bar. So sometimes shifts, I'd be working the daytime, and then whatever. Anyway, so I come back, and it was a nice sunny day. Everybody's like sat outside, and my pride and joy Mini, because I'm the only one with a car.
Right. Yeah.
Sat outside our accommodation. And Mark's told this story sometimes. And so I come back from walking back from working my shift.
Yeah.
And everybody, because all the staff accommodation was together, everybody's all sat out, enjoying the sunshine.
As you do.
And I walk around the corner, and I look at me Mini going, something different about that. And what happened is they'd started putting things on my Mini.
Okay.
So there was a cone, you know, obviously a standard traffic cone. Yeah. And they'd put on the headlights, they'd put shaving foam and biscuits to give it eyes.
Nice.
Right.
Inventive, that. Yeah.
And they basically covered it in shaving foam and ketchup and tried to go fast stripes of ketchup. Do you know what I mean? That sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I was like, oh, you know, expletive, ha ha ha, very funny. I'm like, oh yeah, Paul, he's pride and joy, Mini, yeah. Mark's like going, oh yeah. It just started off, you know, and it sort of escalated, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, it even had a sunroof. Do you know what I mean, that car?
Well, after they finished with it?
Yeah, they got a tin opener.
Rip the door off the oven.
Anyway, so we all had a good laugh, and I was like, oh, that's very funny. Ha, 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 ha. And anyway, Mike goes, don't worry, mate. You know, you've been at work. I'll take it. I'll get it cleaned. I'll clean it with the hose behind the bars, you know, where you always have, there's always a hose, wasn't there? And
hose pipe.
A hose pipe. Not a hole. Mind you. That's another story.
Nice of them to help.
Yes, you know, got to keep them busy. Keep them on their feet. And so went, okay, mate, yeah, very funny, ha, ha, ha. I'll go where the hose is and I'll clean it all off for you, mate. You know, I mean, it's a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, we'll sort it out for you. Yeah.
So this is how Mark described it. So he drove it to the back behind the bars where the hose pipe was. And like, yeah, he started cleaning it with the hose pipe. And it was a blue Mini, right? And he started noticing the water coming off it is blue.
Right.
This is my baby. It's my baby. You know, I was only like 18, 19. And what had happened, obviously, in the sun, where they've put shaving foam on it and ketchup, it'd taken the top layer of the paint off. So he said his heart sank.
I bet it did.
He was like, oh no, I totally ruined the paintwork on this car. Oh no, it's not taking all the paint off because obviously it wasn't completely covered. It was just stripes,
just a bit,
you know, on the wings. And
it's like when you on holiday with the lads, which we both confessed to, and your mate falls asleep on the beach. He draws something rude in his back with sunblock. Yeah, same sort of thing. Yeah.
So it was like that, and it was like, oh no, it's going to go mental. It's going to go mental. It's going to go absolutely. As you know, I'm a very laid back character.
Chilled,
very chilled. Chilled is my middle name. No, it's not. It's Alan. So he said, oh no. And he tried to clean it, like after he's cleaned it, he tried to sort of go, oh no, how can I make this look better? So sheepishly drove it back to Cage's. And he comes back into the area that we all, like, in this little sort of cul-de-sac, if you like, of staff accommodation. And I'm now out there in the sun, sunning up. And he goes, all right, Paul? I went, all right, mate, can you get all that? I went, yeah.
Kinda.
I think you need to come and have a look. Like, what have you done? You haven't crashed it, have you? No.
But I can if you want.
And he goes, no, but I think you better come and have a look. So I went. And he was like, really like, don't forget he's like 6'3".
Yeah, he's a
like,
bit unit.
A bit
Yeah.
unit, you know what I mean? He's like shrunk now to sort of like Smurf. You know what I mean? Because he's covered in blue as well.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah. And
The blonde wig didn't help.
yeah, obviously, and a big white hat. And he's like, oh, there you go. It's all clean. And from initially, I didn't see.
From a distance, it was all right.
From 2 miles away, he looked great.
Perfect, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Showroom quality.
Honestly, yeah. And as I got close, he goes, I'm really sorry, mate. I'm really sorry. And of course, everybody else has like come out, it was still out, like going, oh yeah, it was really funny about the car. And like Mark's going, no.
It's not okay.
No, he's looking around, like all the other people going, no, it's not all right, he's going to go mental. And as I got closer, I was like, oh no, what have you done? And he's like going, yeah, I think it's probably the acidity in the ketchup. And what are we going to do? But you couldn't really notice it.
If you knew it was there, you knew, but you wouldn't.
And I just burst out laughing.
Oh, well.
Because that's the kind of guy I am. And even though initially I was like, oh, but it weren't like it's gone through to the actual like metalwork.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Stripped it down to the bare
Stripped it down to
steel.
the bare steel. Probably half an hour longer in the sun, it probably would have done. But yeah.
I bet it stank as well.
Well, no, he cleaned it.
Well, I suppose so.
It didn't do nothing on the inside, it was just the
Right,
outside.
okay.
So I didn't like sort of like
Bleach the seats or anything.
Love. Oh, that's not LOL. Which never happened. It didn't happen. Which wasn't a thing in them days.
No.
But yeah, but I did love that little Mini. Yeah, until again, it's me and Mark driving in it and driving along. Great Minis. Them Minis were great. They were like bulletproof, weren't they?
Oh, good.
You know,
Yeah.
going forever. We're driving along because he lived in Norfolk and I lived in Hertfordshire, so I used to go up to his a lot. And so we either driving up there or coming back, whatever. Anyway, it had this noise and like and something fell off the car, right? And but the car kept going. So I wonder what it was. And he goes, "Oh, maybe you've hit something or whatever." You know, it's still going.
Yeah, you're right. We're fine. Yeah.
Possibly go wrong. So driving along quite contently. Go up to Norfolk. I think I was going up to Norfolk, and then I was driving back to my parents in Hertfordshire. And when I got back and again go to my dad, that's a strange, something sort of fell off. Can you just check it for me? Because obviously I can't do that.
Yeah.
Why would I do that when my dad do it? He's a mechanic.
Seems to be the right person.
And he
for the
goes,
job,
oh,
yeah.
can't see nothing on there, son. It's all right. It seems all right. Then he looked underneath the driver's side. Went, oh, come here. I went, what? And he opened the door, the driver's side door, lifted the carpet up. The floor had fallen away from underneath. It's like the Flintstones car. Because that needed a bit of welding.
You know what that is? Ketchup. That was what that was.
Yeah. That was holding it together, Dad. I think you're right. Yeah, it was like the
Whole floor panel.
whole floor
Dropped
panel had dropped out
Love it.
because they were double it was like literally like double
Breasted?
Breasted, yeah. Well, not double breasted, idiot. Anyway, I fell for that. But double paddle, don't they?
Yeah,
I mean, because you've got to get outside and got the inside.
Yeah.
The whole lot had come
Gone
on.
through. So basically,
Okay, Barney. We're back to cartoons again.
you were just standing on the mat for the whole journey.
Yeah.
Then. Wow.
If it was Mark's side, because he's bigger and stuff like that, and he'd probably got out and put his foot right through
Straight
it.
through it, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. What's the lesson, folks? Don't ketchup your mate's car.
Well,
Or do.
if you're going to do that, you shouldn't do that.
This is by no means advice.
Use ketchup. It's only 50% salt.
Other condiments are available and probably less corrosive. So my first car, I remember it very clearly. It was a W reg. W, the first time round.
Yeah, I remember.
I can even remember the reg number, but I'm not going to tell it to you.
It's still going.
No, God, absolutely not.
I don't think my mini is either.
No, a W wedge.
W wedge.
W wedge. Well, weirdly.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we got Paul Batten, and today he's going to talk about his wobbly wedge car.
W a wedge. It was wedge shaped. It was a W registration VW Polo. The Polos at that time were shaped like a wedge of cheese,
They were, yes.
like a doorstop.
I remember.
It was maroon.
Ooh, cheeky.
Maroon with beige corduroy interior.
Well, look at you. You tell you come from Hertfordshire, can't you?
It had that old car smell. It had that. No matter how many, no matter how many magic trees you put up, it smells like it's been damp for a while. So that was the first one. That was the first.
Bit more like my Austin 1300.
Yeah,
It's always that musty smell.
You're musty. That's the word.
Yeah.
But love that first, and I was the first in my kind of social group to learn to drive as well. So overnight became incredibly popular. Yeah, everyone wants a lift home. Everyone wants to go to the pub. But that was fine. That lasted about a year, I think, till the engine blew up. Now after that, and this was post school, kind of beginnings of college, but I was also DJing at the time. Fun fact for you, you'll like this. I used to DJ on the regular at the Watford Hilton. Now, the Watford Hilton in itself isn't a particularly exciting hotel.
Isn't?
No. However, it did double as the Linton Travel Tavern in Alan Partridge.
Really?
Yes. When he did all those shows, when he was living in the Linton Travel Tavern,
Really?
the Hilton on the Watford bypass.
No way.
Was it the Hilton? May not have been the Hilton. It was a hotel. It's still there as far as I know. The exterior was the outside of the... got rebranded for the TV show.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're so full of
I know, right?
information.
But yeah, so I was DJing with my own gear. So like a couple of speakers and like the traffic light bulbs.
Yeah,
all
brilliant.
that. Yeah.
See, life was so much simpler then, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we're not talking, Judge Jules. We're talking weddings.
Okay, ladies
Christmas
and gentlemen,
party.
it's now let's see you down on the floor.
Yeah.
And now, here they are, Dex's Midnight Runners.
Exactly, yeah. Here's Mel and Kim. By the way, buffet's open. That was all that. But I had a Fiat Panda.
fight.
I had a Fiat Panda. Black. Black Fiat Panda.
Okay.
1 litre.
1 litre.
1 litre. But the beautiful thing about it, because they were so square, so boxy,
Yeah.
that all my DJ gear with the seats down fitted in perfectly.
Like Tetris.
Like Tetris. It was like DJ Panda Tetris, which is a thing I've just invented.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
There's a game, everybody.
All you need is some 1990s DJ gear and an old Fiat Panda. Yeah, but loaded it in perfectly, and I do the little mile and a half drive back to parents' house. Yeah, it was just like that.
Brilliant.
If I put it in too perfectly, it all disappeared.
I put it in there. Where's me speaker? They're in. No, it's gone.
Mum, I got to buy new lights again.
What's the matter? I fitted it in too perfectly. It's just disappeared.
It's gone. It went bloop, 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 it all vanished. So that was the Panda, and that lasted a little while as well. And then I did the whole college thing. And then I got my first proper job in the holiday park world. I've been away for a while, so I hadn't had a car, so I was doing like ships and stuff. Came back, needed a car because I got a job living in Watford. I got a job in Inverness, which is, for those not geographically talented, quite a long way.
It's a fair walk.
It's a bit of a hitchhike.
Yes.
And I was going,
Especially with your DJ stuff as well. I mean,
well, I was going for the whole season. I was
oh yeah, Inverness, yeah.
yeah, which is in fact a bit further than Inverness, and
Is there any further than Inverness?
yeah, well there is.
And you were there.
The rest of Scotland. So I was travelling up and like my first time properly away from home under my own steam and whatever else. And I can't remember exactly what the circumstances were, but I ended up with my sister's old car, and she had a Peugeot 205, silver. It was the denim edition because the seats were, can you guess?
Leather.
No, blue. Yeah, denim with multicolour stitching. Yeah, right.
You see.
I know, right? So
take half a shoe out of the boy.
oh yeah, so got that, and I kind of modified it a bit, put in stereos. They're called head units now, but putting stereos in was my thing, and not massive speakers, but up in the speakers a bit. And this is gonna age me massively, and also some of the younger listeners may have to Google what I'm talking about. I wasn't satisfied with the tape deck that was in there, so I bought myself an in-car mini disc player.
Oh,
Yeah, there weren't many of them about. For a reason, but I had one. I think it was like a Pioneer. It's one of the first ones where the faceplate came off.
Yeah.
To stop it getting nicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I put that in and got
MIDI disc. I didn't realise they did that.
yeah, in-car mini disc. Yeah, it was amazing.
MIDI discs were great.
They were. That's a whole other pod. Yeah, it's a whole other thing on mini disc.
I've still got mine.
Yeah. So
As in my MIDI disc for my act.
I've still got. I haven't got the big desk unit, but I've got my little.
I've still
portable
got the
mini
desk unit up in the loft.
Have you? But loaded everything I owned
Right.
into this 205, like crammed it all in,
Yeah, as you
Tetris
do.
style. Not as easy because it wasn't quite so square.
Square.
Set off, said bye to the family. So I'm driving to Scotland. I was driving Watford to Carlisle to stay for the night, and then do the rest of the trip from Carlisle to a place called Nairn Loch Loy, just past Inverness, like
Yeah.
10 miles past Inverness. So I reckon I got to probably Watford Gap Services. For those who don't know, is nowhere near Watford. It's probably, 20, 30 miles up the motorway?
Yeah, it's all right.
That's when the stereo packed up. Little puff of smoke, pulled over, whipped the fuse out. So now got a long journey to Carlisle with no music, nothing. No Walkman, no headphones, nothing. And no radio because the whole head unit's gone. So a long, long, boring drive. Got to Carlisle, which is it's over halfway. Stayed, lovely place, had a little kit, whatever. Set off all morning, going, right, this isn't too bad. This journey's going to be lovely to look at. And
Scenery.
yeah, I don't know the road name, but there's one, once you get past, I think, Aberdeen, possibly, there's one long road up all the way through the Highlands, past Aviemore. You hit Inverness, turn left, and you're pretty much there. I think that'll be lovely. I've got nothing to listen to.
But I can take in the scene.
I can take in the scenery. And I can just blast up that road at the appropriate speed limit, which I think was probably 50-ish. Have a lovely time. It was probably the limit of the car with everything I owned in it. And, pre-sat-nav, so I'm following maps and signs, which is not my strong point. No sense of direction. So I probably went wrong a few times. Get onto the sort of the big roundabout that leads onto that one single up and down road all the way. I'm waiting, as you do at a roundabout, what comes around the other way with right of way? A circus. 6 lorries of a circus get onto that road ahead of me, and I follow them at 25 miles an hour all the way through the Highlands.
No.
Couldn't see anything in front of me apart from the picture of this elephant on the back of a lorry. They were going to Inverness. That was lucky. It might as well have been. And occasionally see something out of the side window, can't see anything out the back, so all my stuff's part of it. It was the most torturous journey.
And you can't overtake.
Can't overtake because
you can only drive at 40 anyway because the car's laden with your life.
yeah, but exhaust pipes sparking off the road because it's that foot in the back. Yeah,
And also because you know that there's not going to be much of a gap between the first lorry or circus vehicle
transport.
transport.
Yeah,
And
none at all. Yeah,
So you can, and I'm guessing back then there wasn't a lot of dual carriageway.
no, it was all one up, one down.
Oh, mate, that's torture.
It was absolute torture. Absolute torture. So I think what should have probably been a 4-hour drive turned into about 7. And I got there late and But that little car did me well. The little 205 did me well. Then I discovered you could just go from Inverness Airport and fly EasyJet to Luton, and it took about 45 minutes. So I did that in the future.
And probably cheaper and less circus travelling vehicles from the airport.
7 circus planes are in front of us.
We'll go.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my early cars, and then kind of a couple after that, I had a Citroen C4. Yeah, they didn't break the mold. They broke that one. What I liked about the Citroen C4 was the advert.
Okay.
It was the one where the Citroen C4 transformed into a dancing robot.
Okay.
Yeah, look that one up on YouTube. Is a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, had a choice of second-hand cars, and that one was at the dealership. I thought, oh yeah, that transforms into a robot. I'll have that. Turns out it doesn't. Turns out that was just an advertising gimmick. And yeah, but yeah, I've done my my fair share of youth driving, getting on the way home on Friday night. Dad, it's broken down. Has it broken down? No, it's run out of petrol. Can you bring some petrol? Yeah, bless him. He's not with us anymore, but he was, more than once. He'd get up, get dressed, come and rescue me, stop at the garage, put some petrol in, and or have some petrol. There was no 24-hour garages, so it was have some petrol in the garage in case I ran out of petrol.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and
Half and safe to go.
Yeah, I think you could.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Still.
Various bits blowing up and exhaust falling off and stuff. And
But
always
that a
there
few
and
times,
fixed it. Yeah.
One of my cars, it was an Astra estate car, light blue, and it's the first car I got on finance. Like, only cost £1,000, but I got it. My dad, we went to go and see it, and the bloke said, "Oh yeah, it's a good car." And it was a great car actually. Till one day I was travelling along and I was coming up to a roundabout, coming off the M1 or something, and put my foot on the brake to slow down, and the back end slipped out. Flipped out.
Proper stunt driving.
It's like, do you know what I mean? It's one of them.
Yeah.
And so sort of managed to get home. And I said, Dad, something strange is happening. When I apply the brakes, which is the middle one, Dad, he goes, oh, you've learnt something. The back end, if I do it too sharp, the back end flips out. Something on your brakes there, son.
Yeah.
So we'll go out, take it all apart.
Have a tinker.
Oh, yeah. There you go. It's that. But my dad used to get so frustrated with me because I try and help, but I'm just... he'll go, well, get me a blah, blah, blah spanner.
Yeah, get me a 3/4 inch
spanner,
spanner, pass him a Twix. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He'll go and make a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Just go and make a cup.
Just get
You're the second best tea maker in the house, by the way. Because he was always the best tea maker.
Of course, yeah.
Yes, so that was... but in more recent years, I did... When we talk about the BMW thing, I did have a BMW 1 Series, and I really like that. And there's a story behind that because once I was coming back from a gig abroad, early hours in the morning. It was a lovely. I was very tanned because I've been going out to Egypt and Turkey doing gigs, and so I was out there and driving back from Gatwick back to Bristol, and I say it must have been like 5 o'clock in the morning, something like it's like around 6 o'clock in the morning, driving back, and you start half asleep and everything like that. Getting fairly near home on the M4, and there was 2 lorries overtaken. One was overtaken, and one was in the inside lane. One was only overtaking middle lane.
Yes.
And then just had this massive bang, and this sort of noise. What's that? So I managed to obviously put over into the hard shoulder. I couldn't see nothing. The engine was fine. You know what I mean? There was nothing like smoke
nothing
coming
obvious,
out. Like that. There's nothing obvious that was. No lights had come up on the dash, and BMWs they light up as easy as anything. Don't forget this is like 4, 5 o'clock. I've been travelling all through the night.
Yeah.
So I was awake obviously because I was driving, and I hard shoulder. I'm like, what's that? This massive bang. There's no lights come up and in. The car's still driving. I can hear this noise, grating noise. I'm thinking it must be like a bearing or something in the wheel or something like that.
Yeah, something technical.
No, it wasn't.
No.
So upon further inspection, I opened the passenger side door and look into the footwell, and there's this big spike sticking through the bottom of through the floor.
You have a lot of luck with floors in your cars, don't you?
Right?
You
I was
haven't
like,
got one, or
what the hell was that?
Dickens?
You start looking around. Like... So next thing, it was the police officers of the motorway turning up. Oh, mate. Yeah.
My car's been kebabbed.
Yeah, exactly. I said, what seems to be the problem? Got a puncture or anything like that? No. I think something strange has happened. And they're going, oh. We all looked in, like typical comedy. Look, and we're all like looking in. He goes, I've not seen that before, mate. I've been on the motorways for like 10, 15 years, never seen that before. And what happened is when we're guessing this, that the big lorry in front of me was overtaking the other vehicle. This big spike thing fell off.
Right.
Went luckily underneath my car, and then penetrated from underneath.
Yes.
Connotations there. Through, if Lee had been there,
Yeah.
she could have got
Kebabbed. Yeah.
right? So I'm like, They go, well, what do I do with that? To the police.
Yeah.
They're like, scratching their heads going, I don't know, mate. I've not seen that before, mate. Well, what you need to do is see if we can push it out, and and I'm just trying to do it as a generic Bristol because that was the area. We'll push it out, and then if there's not any issue, so we managed to push, and I've still actually got it in the garden.
It's now a sundial.
Yeah, seriously, I have. Where's the doorstop? Wait.
How big a spike are we talking?
Oh, it's big. It's like that big.
Right, nobody else can see that. It's
I would say
about a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anywho, that could have gone through the windscreen.
Yeah, close escape, yeah. 100%, like final destination type moment.
So what did I do? Phone my dad. So ring up my dad, and my dad knows I don't do mornings. And he obviously didn't realise I was moving away. And it must have been about 7 o'clock. All right, Dad. Because he was always up at like 5, old school, 5, 6
Dad's
o'clock.
always
Yeah. And he goes, what bloody have you pooed the bed or something? What's the matter? What are you doing up this time? I'll just come back from Egypt or whatever. I have an issue with the car.
Try and explain that one.
So I explained to him, and he's like, oh. That reminds, because my dad always had a story. It's like Uncle Albert as well. That reminds me of my mate, right? What happened is it happened to him, but the spike went through underneath the driver's seat and impaled him.
Ow.
He goes, so you got away there. You were a bit lucky there, weren't you? Yeah.
I kind of say that not getting impaled is a lucky escape in anyone's book. Just not getting impaled is
so
ideal.
when I phoned Leah up, right, with Mrs. Right, and I said, don't forget this is really early in the morning. Are you all right? You should be home by now. I said, well, I would be, but I've got this
funny story.
Yeah, I mean, she goes, okay. And then it dawned on her that it could have actually gone through the windscreen, and then she was like, oh my God. It's very caring, my wife. But anyway, but I love that BMW, but I don't have it now. But I got 250,000 on the clock out of that.
Wowzers.
Went on forever. But as all people of high-end, hendish, it wasn't a brand new one either, by the way, but as high-end cars know that when things start going wrong on them, they cost that much more to fix. So that's why I just have I've always had a lot of Vauxhalls in my car career. So I'm back in being in a Vauxhall.
So
Which I like.
it's a nice car.
Again, it's coming up to a lot of mileage, but
Done some miles, son.
just some miles, mate.
Done some miles. So let's go fantasy cars and try and wrap it up on a high, avoiding the impalings. Any car in the world, right? You got a blank checkbook. You're not paying the bill. What would you have?
I don't know, mate, because I'm not a petrol head.
Okay.
you go, because I know you've got one, but I can't even think of.
Would you go
Go classic or
performance or luxury or
pretty luxury?
yeah?
Saying that, I take my car into the garage, got MOT and stuff like that. This guy turned up with like a Bentley convertible.
Oh yeah,
That looked like a new one, like a new one.
shiny. Yeah,
And that looked very nice. And I thought, yeah, I could see myself in that.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought, he wouldn't swap
No,
my Vauxhall for the Bentley,
Really?
strangely. I don't know why. Okay, mine was up on the ramps at the time, but it's been fixed.
you've not seen it at its best. You can see straight up into the car through the floor, probably knowing your cars.
No, my car. It just got me Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
It's like, but no, that looked really nice. That looks really nice. But yeah, I think something like that, or a real high end, dare I say it, BMW. With indicators.
You get them like retrofitted aftermarket.
Yeah, I think you can buy them separately,
Yeah,
can't you?
but
Nice,
just
stick
stick
them
around
on.
out the window.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think because I did enjoy my Beamer. So if it was, I'd probably go real high end, but then I'd have a little sport car as well. Do you know what I mean? Like
Just a little run around.
to run around in. But then if I had that much money, I wouldn't be working, would I?
That's true. You wouldn't have to run around. Have a
Got
driver.
to do the Euro Millions now.
So mine's changed over the years.
I'm sure.
So I remember very distinctly when I used to walk to school. This was primary school as well. On my walk to school, there was a beautiful, like royal blue convertible XR3i. And someone's driving it. Always gleaming, pristine. So I really wanted that. It didn't hurt that. Do you remember Dempsey and Makepeace, the TV show?
I'm aware of it.
Yeah, didn't hurt that Glynis Barber had a XR3R convertible and had a real thing for her as well.
I think we all did.
Yeah, we all did.
And do you know what?
Still.
A little bit.
So there was that. Then that kind
Can't be
of
too big as you get older.
yeah. Then it was the Dodge Viper, proper American muscle car, the RT10. It was a
Right.
convertible. It had to be blue with the white stripes. If it were now, if somebody said, "Look, money's no object, have what you want," I'd do something silly. I'd get a DeLorean. I'd get.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to get a DeLorean.
It's going to be movie based, whatever it is. Batmobile, or I went to a thing. It's not off topic for once. It's actually completely on topic.
Craziness.
Yeah, there was a thing in Southampton last year. Went down. They took Jack because they had just randomly out in the in West Key, the shopping centre, in one of the outdoor areas, like replica cars, like for a week to go and have a look at. And there was a Batmobile, and there was the Trotter's van, and there. Do you remember Dumb and Dumber? The dog van.
Dog van.
Yeah, the
brilliant.
dog van.
Yeah.
And one of the Ghostbusters cars, not one of the good ones, sadly. And various. That was really cool. Enjoyed that. That was a good day out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be something replica based, but wouldn't be at all practical. I mean, you couldn't go to Morrison's in the Batmobile. Where would you park it?
It's very long.
It's quite long. Yeah, well, it depends which one you went for, but yeah, and probably just theft fodder. So yeah, impossible to insure as well. So, but yeah, given the choice, it would be a garage of replica. Like the 18 van, just for doing the shopping in.
My friend had one.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Like a proper one, or was it like a transit with paint
It's a
on it?
transit. He's painted. It got painted up.
Oh,
As in
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, I'd want the.
I went to gigs with him in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was him and his partner were singers, and they had it. They ran in my area.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'd be the.
Go to gig.
Stop in at Greg's.
Motorway.
Although I did, when I was gigging, this was a few years ago, we were going to somewhere, Cambushan, somewhere like that, somewhere around the M25.
Name dropper.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like Vegas, but not. Joined the M25 at the bottom of the M4, and in the inside lane, as it should be, on the back of a low loader was a DeLorean, and a proper one as well, not just your stainless steel shell. It had all the movie replica bits on it.
Really?
Proper, yeah. Obviously not drivable, or they didn't want to, because on the back of a low loader. But yeah, that was.
Do you think it was just for show then? Or
I think it was a show one. Yeah.
Yeah, so they couldn't want to, as in like, show off, not to drive.
Yeah, I think it was a car show job.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty cool to see. Yeah, but yeah, it'd be something fantasy car based, probably, if I had.
Yeah, I think I'd have a sensible-ish car and a fun one.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm not a speed king. I'm like, driving Miss Daisy most of the time these days because you can't afford to go fast.
Yeah. Do you know what? If I had to have something to drive around in, to actually operate as a car, I probably would get an old Mini. Because my dad, I never saw it, but he told me he had an old Cooper.
Oh, I mean,
60s Cooper, and absolutely loved it and swore by it. So
Really?
yeah, if it's good enough for him, it'd be good enough for me. So
Here.
Mini Cooper, there we go. Well, done our little wander down
Memory lane.
motoring memory lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, what was your first car, folks, out there? And let us know. I'd be interested to know what your first car was, and any stories about cars that you've had over the years.
Everyone's had motoring disasters.
Oh, tell me about it.
Everyone's had the big end go.
And the car.
And the car, yeah.
But no, it'd be interesting to know what your first car was.
Yeah. First cars. Let's get some.
Yeah.
Let's get some Facebook interaction. Drop your first cars.
Yeah, let us know what it was.
If you got photos as well, that's good. 'Cause everyone always takes a photo of the first car, don't they?
Absolutely. And if you're, like a little bit mature like us, I always like seeing the old pictures of people with their first cars and they got big lapels.
Well, the cars have.
Yeah.
I think they're called
And
spoilers.
the shirts, yeah. And, like people got like the big shirt collars and stuff like that in like the 70s, and they got lots of hair befronted and stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to be, I'm intrigued by that.
Yeah.
And I don't think, I did have hair, but I don't think I've got any. My mum might have them, but I haven't got pictures of me in my cars.
No, there was a photo of me when I first got the old maroon VW Polo, and it's me and my granddad standing behind it. My granddad was a tall gentleman; he was about 6'5".
What happened to you?
Who knows?
Yeah, but my granddad was 6'2", 3".
Yeah. So there's a photograph standing behind it on the drive.
Oh, right,
And there's my granddad very proudly behind my new car.
Yeah.
Just my head.
Brilliant.
Just my head above the boot lid.
Excellent.
Yeah. Hello, it's mine. Yeah. There we go. So we've wrapped up cars quite nicely.
Yeah,
There you go.
brilliant.
So next week is going to be, this is going to be fun.
Yeah?
And it's going to be another two-parter.
Really?
We are.
Oh my goodness.
We're doubling
People
up
are
again.
So excited by this. Go
It
on.
didn't sound genuine then. No.
No, I am very excited by this one.
No, it's going to be a good one. So we're delving into the world of cinema and movies.
We
We did a harmony. How did that happen? So it's movie myths next Friday.
Not mythic.
Not mythith. No, not the movie mythith. Myths.
Myths of movies.
I'm going to change it. Urban legends. There you go. Movie urban legends. Movie myths. There are hundreds and hundreds. We've picked some of our favourites.
Yeah.
And we're going to dive into those and see what you knew, what we knew, what's true, what is false, what can be debunked, and what is actually legend or
The truth.
the truth. And then for part 2 of our movie marathon, we're diving more into quotes, misheard ones, famous ones, and we're going to mess about with some as well.
Yes. That sounds good fun.
Yeah, good fun. So tune in. You know where to find us. Get involved. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the normal platforms. We will see you next Friday with our movie marathon part 1, movie myths. From me and him, goodbye.
You have been listening to Banton and Belling's Carnival of Stuff.
The opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of your genial hosts and do not represent the views of any persons or organizations, either named or implied. Also, the advice offered in the Celebrity Help Tent was not, in fact, offered by real celebrities. It was purely for your amusement and does not in any way reflect the opinions of the individuals or characters being impersonated. Just in case you haven't figured that out.
Farewell, until we meet again.